Hi everyone, so today we will be touring my 2023, my 2024, it is my 2023 to 2024 sketchbook. I think I bought it around May or April last year, and it is now February of 2024, so I've had it just less than a year. And I've worked in it pretty speedy. This sketchbook is from Cassart. It's Cassart's own make. It's an Italian made sketchbook, and it is vegan too, because I'm a vegan, and so I like to make sure that there's no leather involved. But this has got a pretty leathery sort of feeling to the sketchbook cover, so I'm not entirely sure actually how they managed that. But yeah, so this is Cassart sketchbook. I'll put the exact make on the screen for you here if you want to know, if you want to find out. So my first page, just covering this up because I always put my details of my sketchbook in my first page just in case I lose it and somebody can find it and return it to me. But I just thought I'd show you a little free sticker I got when I made an order with Sticker App. They sometimes give you some free stuff, which is great. So this was my first drawing, and probably my most hated page, if I'm honest. I was sitting in the Pavilion Gardens because I bought it from Brighton, the Cassart in Brighton, this sketchbook, and I had a few pens with me, so I just started drawing what I could see. I had a bubble tea that day. But then I got pooed on by a bloomin' pigeon. I got pooed on by a bloomin' pigeon, which wasn't great. But anyway, pigeons become rather a theme of this sketchbook, and also things that I've started to provide in my shop now. So maybe this is where it all started, being pooed on by a pigeon. And then I think this is the same tree as this. From the Pavilion Gardens. I think I took a picture and then I took it away with me and did a better drawing. And here are some like ideas that I was having for canvases, or like one canvas to have lots of little frames on it that I paint. I haven't actually painted that. It's a nice idea, so I still may do it. I really like this size of sketchbook. It's really easy to take with you. It's like good size for not feeling the fear of messing it up. Plus it's really flexible, which I like. So you can open it like fully and kind of work in it, and it's quite nice and easy to work in because it's really flexible. Okay, so then I drew this one with some, I drew this one with some Tombow brush markers. I really like the colours of this piece, but also the colours that the pens provide. They're pretty good, pretty lush. I just drew a little lady sitting in a tulip field. I wanted to try and get a bit better at animals, drawing animals, and I think I made myself some prompts to follow throughout using this sketchbook. And I was just trying some things out. I was trying to find a style really for drawing animals, like in a more cartoonish way. Quite like that little one in the corner there. This was a prompt, but you can't really, don't know if you can really see it, but I actually did a bigger version of this. This was just like my plan for a bigger version that's in my big sketchbook, which I'll probably do a tour of when I finish that one. This was another prompt. It's a clown lady. I should say as well, actually, I used this sketchbook the whole of my 365 daily drawing challenge. I'm still on it, and I've really failed at it. I'm supposed to do it every day, but I definitely haven't. So I'm just going to carry on up to 365 and try and do as much drawing as I can. I recreated this as a digital piece, so this is another plan. And I just really liked this bird on Pinterest. He had very fancy feet. I really like this page. This was my first page that I was actually pleased with in this sketchbook, and it is a picture of a view that I took wait, sorry, I'm a little bit dopey because I've had anaesthetic on my face today. It's a picture that I took of a nice view from like a walk that me and Jordan went on. There was a little pond, it was really pretty. Yeah, so I really like that one. It's all pencil and a tiny bit of watercolour. Like how loose it is. This was another one, Wizard Hamster prompt. I mean, it is what it is. And I really like this page. This is was the prompt cowboy teddy bear, and I ended up turning this one into a sticker, which I really like. I'll show you now. Here's my guy. Yeah. It's a nice, another little kind of doodle dump. I do quite a lot of those in this book. But yeah, just drawing some nice bits and pieces. Here's another local view near somewhere where I live, and I think it's gouache paint and a little bit of pencil. Yeah, this book took the wet media pretty well, if I'm honest. It's not like obviously meant for it because it's just like a little sort of travel notebook, but yeah, no, it was okay, and I kind of like the crinkly feel of a sketchbook when it gets like that. So this prompt, these were both prompts, yeah. A jazz lady. I really like the colours of this and the style. I kind of like drawing very rounded bodies, like sort of rounded shapes have become my thing, so yeah, I really enjoyed that. And I was trying out some sort of shading pencil textures with this one. It's okay, it's not my favourite. This was a prompt that my brother-in-law gave me, and you can tell that I wasn't great at it. I didn't give it the time that it needed, but his prompt was helicopter made of bread, which is very creative. I'm not good at, yeah, it didn't turn out. And this one, which I really like, which is a little frog in a bowl of ramen, I also turned into a print and a sticker. There's the sticker. Yeah. Like that, like the colours, it's kind of cute. Yeah, I wanted to do like a little storyboard. I might do more of these because I don't necessarily like everything about this. I don't really like the colours. I chose too many, but I like the idea of it. So I might do more sort of artwork that's a bit narrative. It's a bit more like a sort of small comic or something. But yeah, I like some of the borders mostly and the blendiness. But yeah, I think I could have scaled down the colours a little bit. Oh yes, a prompt that I wasn't looking forward to, but I actually ended up enjoying quite a bit. I had an old mini. It wasn't red, it was turquoise, but I used that as the reference. I don't have it anymore, sad, but it kind of was a bit temperamental. But yeah, it was actually quite nice drawing some of these. I turned it into a Father's Day card. Some classic cars. And then I saw a picture of two dogs on Instagram, I think, and they were Pingo and Nina, and they were just really cute, so I decided to draw them. I don't love the drawing, but I really like the colours, colour combination. It's just a boring old landscape. This is a Ghibli, yeah, this is a Ghibli scene. I did it with those Caran d'Ache crayons, Neo Pastels, which I really, really like, but in hindsight, I'm not sure the water was the best choice for the crayons, but I think the landscape was. The landscape looks really nice. Yeah, I like how they blended together really nicely. how I feel on a regular basis after eating too much, what I look like. Just some little doodles. I think I did these whilst I was doing a stall that day. I quite like them, they're quite sort of cute, Tamagotchi-esque. This is a still life that I found on Pinterest. Again, really self-explanatory. And this is a picture of a bird that I really don't like. I kind of used this sketchbook to try out loads of different things though. Which is what a sketchbook should be for. I think this was another, oh, this was the prompt, tiny lady on a flower. So I did these weird little green ladies. I quite like them though. And then I really like the colours of the water in this and the lily pads. It's a shame that the frog is kind of not really in the right spot, but it looked a bit blank, so I added him in and now I regret it. But I do like frogs. Frogs is another thing that pops up quite a lot in this book. And then we've got Acorn Lady. This idea just popped into my head one day. I don't know where it came from, but yeah, I like the shape of, like, it's a sort of natural shape, but it still looks like an acorn. I ended up turning that into a print. And yeah, that's really cute. It's a good seller. A little worm finding a home in a trainer. I don't actually have to explain every picture. I don't know why I am, so I might flick through some without commentary. This is a page of ideas for products, for things I could sell. I just need to sort of make them a reality, really. But yeah, lots of good ideas there. Little fat bird. Burb. This one I turned into a postcard as well. That's quite a good seller. People really like it. I think people really like money plants though, so yeah, it's nice colours as well. It sort of feels a bit classical, a bit old school. Animal Crossing, can't go wrong, although I definitely feel like the world has gone off of it now. They're over it. Another couple of doodle dumps. I like the colours of this page. I don't love everything I've drawn with it, but I do like most of the colours. Might start drawing in green ink again actually. It's nice to outline. Little beetle. I was inspired by work because we're doing oil pastel beetles at school. And then another one that I've made into a postcard because it was just fun, jazzy. You'll probably notice as well, this sketchbook is quite dirty. There's quite a lot of transfer from one page to the next. But I don't mind that, to be honest. I quite like it. It feels very lived in then. This was another one from my brother-in-law. He wanted me to draw a kraken, so this is that. I quite like it. I used some not micron fine liners, something similar to micron pens. But yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that. This feels like a completely different style though. It's not one that I gravitate towards very often. It's much more illustrative. I prefer kind of loose mark making, but I still think it's quite cool. So this was our holiday in Wales. That one was mine, and this drawing was Jordan, my husband's. And I think I just filled it in with a little bit of watercolour. But that's a collaborative piece, really nice. I thought he did really well. And then we went to the beach one day, and these were all the dogs I saw. They were really cute. This one, this greyhound, was next to us. He was just completely sunning himself, having the time of his life. This was another place we went to in Wales. It was a beautiful waterfall. And that's a wizard. I was going to try and draw a realistic Gandalf, but I opted not to in the end. Hate this page. Hate it, so we're moving on. Some nice line work that's been destroyed by this page. And this page, right, I loved it until I realised I hadn't put the W in straubs. I mean, what an idiot. Absolute idiot. It's really annoying because I really like a lot of the elements of the drawings. I love this little guy here. I think he's really cute. I like that. I like that. You know, it's unfortunate. If only I could spell. Some equipment that I use a lot. It's interesting because when I actually first put the paint down on the paper here, it was quite a different colour, I think, and also it felt very raised, like it was very textured, but over time it's kind of gone more chalky, which I think gouache can sometimes be a little chalky, but it's better than it was before. I think it was a little bit shiny and horrid before. I really like this one. I was a bit inspired by Fairy Little Peach and her use of like neon colours. So I thought I'd do a little cloud raining on a mountain. These were all separate drawings I did on different days. It's a little street view in Tokyo. And I think it was getting around to Halloween by the looks of it. These were probably prompts for Drawloween, or what is it, Sketchtober. This is a Jordan page. I don't know if anybody's heard of the cat Buffins with the most appealing expression, but I highly recommend you look it up now. But yeah, he did this around the edge and he drew this little cat, and I love it. Encourage your partner or your friends to draw in your sketchbook. It's nice. It's nice to look back on. I really like these pages, except I did destroy them a little bit with each other. It's quite dirty around here. But the page before, the ink bled through, so I had to cover this with some paint. And I decided to do quite a realistic sort of looking jaguar on the top, with Caran d'Ache Neopastels again, which aren't the sharpest instruments, so I'm pretty proud I got a likeness to a jaguar. But yeah, nice. I like all the colours. I think these two go together quite well. It might be quite nice to have a postcard of both of them together like that. I also really like this, what's happened here. It's like the ghost of the jaguar has come out onto the tissue. Some Mary Blair inspired art on this page. She does like really cool sort of architecture drawings, and she worked for Disney for a while. Yeah, she had a pretty interesting life. It's quite interesting to read about her, so I recommend you do that if you want to know more and see some of her beautiful work. I really, really like it. That's a sheep. Best page in the book, in my opinion. Whoever doesn't love Clarence, why? I really enjoyed drawing these. I actually think this was when I got my Prismacolor set. I think it was. I think this was one of the first drawings I did with my Prismacolor pencils, because it's really hard to get your hands on them in the UK. You have to order them online, and so I actually bought them from the supply, which was mighty expensive, but it was a little Christmas present to myself. But yeah, that's what I drew with them first. This is another one of Jordan's cats. I'm actually thinking he needs a little sketchbook of his own. So just draw cats. I love his cats. Oh, can't turn the page. Some crayons. I'm working on making these into badges. This is another ideas page for Christmas cards, and yeah, this was going to be a lino idea. I did make this, but it didn't turn out as good as I wanted it to. But I did make a little Psyduck out of felt and some other bits as well. I might still make these, they're really cute. Another bunch of ideas. Hate that. Hate it. That's okay. I started to give watercolour a try again because I hadn't used it in a long time, and I really like the medium. So I had a really good time playing around. I started colouring that in and lost steam halfway through. I didn't think it was good. But I like painting kind of blotchy and loose like this and letting the colours kind of do the work. Yeah, I think it looks really cool. Started drawing crochet blankets. Let's move that a bit. Because I've been in a shop the entire time. How annoying. Then I've got like more of a refined sketch here that took me a bit longer. I really like it. I think this could be a postcard. But yeah, what did I say about frogs and pigeons? They kind of became my thing. Maybe I just got obsessed with them, I don't know, but I do really like drawing frogs and pigeons. Some more of them here for you. I like that one looking back over his shoulder. Oh yeah, I like this page. But this was in my last vlog actually, me making this. It's nice kind of chalky colours. I like this page too, but it's gotten really messy because the graphite was very soft. But it's all my favourite flowers. Not all of them actually, I've got loads of favourite flowers, but these are just some that I really like. might try and rub it out. I'm probably not actually. Scratch that, I'm too lazy. A little bit of some Legends of Zelda fan art. There's Link sitting thoughtfully. I used this picture, this is somebody else's art though, by the way, which I'll try and find out and put in the video. From Pinterest I saw this, so it's not my position or original artwork. I just like to try to get better at poses and things using it. But yeah, amazing digital artist did it. It's kind of a view of the cliffs that we have here near Brighton, although it's not like a direct reference, I just made it up. But I quite like the viewpoint. Did anyone ever see Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron? This is my inspiration for this one. Great movie. Started drawing some creepy kind of vintage ceramics. Yep, nothing else to say about that. I really like this one. I think it's a cute little composition. I went back and I think I was having a bit of a brain block. I thought I really enjoyed drawing plants. I really enjoyed when I drew those jaguars, so I might do a combination. And this is what we came to. And I really like this veggie page too. I like the colours. Originally I was going to leave it just brown, but it just completely washed out the carrot. So then I went over it with this really nice like dark bluey indigo Prismacolor pencil. It just brought everything forward. That was nice. And then we've got our penultimate sketches here. So I did this the day before I finished, and this was actually my last picture that I did in this sketchbook or drawing. And then the rest of this sketchbook is kind of like just... The rest of this sketchbook is just lots of information. I did like a little bio thing for an article about Southend, which is where I used to be from. And like just ideas and things. Stuff that I need to do. Yeah. And that is my sketchbook. I hope you enjoyed it. See you in the next one.